So the topic of jump dash dying has been discussed multiple times. You've all probably thought about it or watched a video on it or something, but why is it dying? I got this tweet while making this video. This game is dying because the community is toxic, and a decent amount of people think so too, but is it really the reason for it dying? I myself think it's dying because of Robtop being so slow on updates, and a lot of people seem to think the same. Jump dash right now seems like a repetitive game due to no updates. Right now, the most popular thing in the game seems to be extreme demons, like Bloodlust, which is like a harder and extended version of Bloodbath. Remember when that was the hardest level and how much hype it had? Right now, at the time I'm making this, it's number 45 in the hardest demon list. Over 300 people having it completed. Easy levels with good decorations don't mean much compared to difficult demons, and that makes the game really just repetitive, just, oh, okay, another top 50 demon, nothing important. There's even a fucking website and a Twitter for the demon list, and they even make podcasts about which demon should be in what spot in the list, which shows just how much demons mean to the game. And because insanely difficult demons are the most important thing in the game, people who can't beat them have less motivation to play the game. And according to Steam charts, Jump Dash's player count was highest around 2016 December, right before the 2.1 update. After that, it slowly went down, and this is the 2018 Jump Dash player count. It started going down pretty fast from April, and it's still going down. And like I said, the reason for that is no updates. The game being the same for over a year really gets boring, and the only things that make it interesting these days are the demons and the community. And the community is mostly just drama between people, and for me it's fun, but for other people it's toxic and cancerous and they don't like it. So it's not a good enough reason to stay. Like 1.9 came out at 2014 November 9th. Around 10 months later, 2015 August 26th, 2.0 came out. And whole 17 months passed after that, which is almost 1.5 years, and only then 2.1 came out at 2017 January 18th. During these 17 months, Jump Dash Meltdown and Jump Dash World both came out. Both games are free with a lot of ads. And now, 15 months after 2.1 have passed, and what we've gotten is another free game with ads, Jump Dash Sub-Zero. Like, these small games are meant to showcase what kind of features the new update will have, such as Sub-Zero showcasing camera controls, but it just seems like these games are just delaying updates and some extra revenue from Robtop. Like, Jump Dash on Google Play costs €2 and has over 1 million downloads, which results to over 2 million euros or over $2.3 million from Google Play, and that's a lot. And according to Steam Spy, Jump Dash on Steam has from 1 to 2 million downloads, and let's just say 1 million, and it costs €4 on Steam, which results to 4 million euros or $4.6 million on Steam. I know there are sales sometimes and it's not really an accurate number, but still, that's a lot of money, and that's without counting App Store and without counting that's in Lite and other 3 free games. Robtop is making the game alone, and even while he's paying for the servers, this money and the money that will be earned in the future is really enough for his life. So his motivation to make the game is the community, but he's not interacting that much with the community. Sure, he comments a lot in game, but it's not real about 2.2, it's just his opinion on levels. So since it's taking so long to release 2.2, don't you think Robtop is just starting to get bored of working on the game? I mean, think about it, 17 months for 2.1 and 15 so far for 2.2. Surely if he cared enough about the game, he could have pushed it out faster, not in 17 months. Also, remember when the Vault came out in 2.0, when people had so much fun figuring out the codes for the Vault, back in the good old days. And now, since he just couldn't be bothered to come up with anything as interesting as the Vault, he just added 2 more, the Chamber of Time and the Vault of Secrets. And he even confirmed on adding another one in 2.2. Like, they're all kind of the same thing. Like, yeah, I know 2.1 has a lot of cool new features like quests and daily levels and weekly demons, but this just seems just really lazy. Same with the Lost Gauntlets and map packs. Like, they're just named differently, but they're just like the same thing. There's no difference. And the community shop, yeah, it's a cool feature, icons designed by players, pretty cool, but also it seems like Robtop is being too lazy to create the icons, and you can't even click the player names in the credits. Like, what the fuck? What? Why? What's the point of crediting people if I'm not even able to check their profile? I know I could just type their names and look them up that way, but that's just too much work. Nobody is gonna bother looking up their names. What the fuck? That's just retarded. There's already been 4 videos about 2.2. 2 of them are showcasing how could you move the camera now, and an unlisted one is showcasing time warp, which is basically the same thing as speed hacks, and it's a really questionable feature, and I hope that will not be added to the game because it will just be completely retarded. and another video for the random trigger. And I think most people will agree with me when I say that this is a thing that should not be added. Like, yeah, it could be cool for decorations or something, but everyone will just use it for extreme demons and it will make it just stupid. I don't think we want that. But these 4 videos have nothing to do with Robtop being tired of the game. I just felt like mentioning here because I'm just talking about Robtop. These 2.1 sneak peek pictures do though. There's one for the new song, for the new level or levels, and we haven't even seen a preview of the level, so who knows how much has he made and how long will it take. There's also a sneak peek for the new game mode, which probably is gonna be the swing copter mode, something that's already kinda possible and already been possible for a long time, and even been fan made in a featured demon level, Mission Madison by Agent JDN, and there's even been a whole fan made game just for that game mode itself. I'll link that in the description if you want to try it out for yourself. It's honestly pretty cool. But the game mode itself is basically just the ship game mode, but with a ship you hold to go up and you don't hold to go down, and here you tap to switch between going up and down. There's really not much difference. Like, yeah, it's a bit more difficult, but it's kind of the same thing. I know at this point I'm just hating everything Robtop has made, but just think about it. This is just a simple platformer game, and after a couple more updates, Robtop will run out of things to add to the game, and the game will surely die. Don't know when that will be, but it's gonna happen. It's eventually gonna happen. And now he's already running out of things to add to the game, so some just seem like a thing that's from a previous update, like Lost Gauntlets and the Vaults. And because of that, he's losing motivation and updates are coming out slower. A really big problem is that he hardly communicates with the community about the updates. He hardly lets us know what stuff he is working on. Maybe what I'm assuming about him is completely wrong, but he just doesn't say much. Like, sure, he comes to streams sometimes and says some stuff, and then Guitar makes a video on it, but not everybody is gonna see it. Why can't Robtop just post frequent updates on 2.2 on his Twitter? So, because he doesn't post anything, I'm just assuming that he's starting to get tired of working on the game. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm not wrong, who knows, he doesn't say anything. Also, on the topic of me hating Robtop, can I just express how much I dislike when he uses Lenny faces everywhere and just tries to be funny with jokes like "my name Jeff" and "do you know the way?" Like, there's so much stuff he says. Just go in his profile and if you want to see more, and there's just so much, and it's sickening me. It's so sad to see how much he's trying to fit in with a 12-year-olds with a terrible sense of humor that played the game. It's really sickening. I'm sorry, but it's fucking annoying. And the messages you get after death, like no scope Kappa, or messages you get for ending the game like Haxor, rub. Like, just stop, just please stop. And him constantly calling himself Rub and using Lenny faces. It was cool like 3 years ago, but now he's just overdoing it, and it's just way too much. Just fucking stop. I know that this video might be hard to agree with, but thanks for watching and for listening what I had to say. And I love to hear what other people think about this topic, so leave a comment, tell me what you think. And if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, because this took me a while to make, a really long while. And subscribe and all that stuff. Also have a Discord server and a Twitter. Links for those are in the description. Goodbye. Have a nice day. I hope you have a nice day, and fuck me.